Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your ESL action. My name is Dropbear, and we are underway with Bruce Lee versus Datech. I can't even say their name. Dakio. Unfortunately, I can't say their name, but this is going to be a Finland versus Finland matchup with one Swede on the side. We do have Condemned and Cloney on the left-hand side as Bruce Lee, with Jolt and Pugs on the right, playing as Diaco. And we are straight underway with our good friend. Jesus Christ, what are they doing? Condemned just trying to get a lay of the land, just trying to work out how to damage Jolts without getting damaged himself. Looks like they will take Orb though. Nice, good Orb on the side of Bruce Lee. Panic into the wall. That will get Pugs in a bad position. Good hand grab. Stun. And now Petrify onto the very, very confused Condemned. Just decides, nah, we're going to go back for the Orb. Oh, jeez. The body blocking to make sure that the damage doesn't go on the Orb, but instead goes on him, and then have Cloney take the Orb. Jolts. Trying to work out what to do. Sends off a few left clicks. Brings out the book to double the left clicks. And Condemned's getting absolutely destroyed. Good stun, and that was Pug's great ultimate. There is an in-cap. That is Shifu down, and Cloney is all alone with a double ultimate. But Jolts can just leap straight right back out there, and that's just bring down the two, let's just call them Grimoires, to bring down Lucy. It'll be 1-0 in favor of Jolts and Pugs. Burning Sands is the team. I'm just going to quickly recheck. They're basically, off the top of my head, in November finals. Or they're in the November finals. The Sweden team, Gazag and Oblof. Gazag did destroy earlier in the match the entire round EX Black, and then there was nobody left on the upper side of the bracket for him to destroy, so he's now just being lonely up there as we do get underway with second round. Cloney just trying to work out a good reason wait. Good double panic, that exploding flask doing some good damage, but Condemned is taking a bit too much. Gets a good in-cap, then Petrify to avoid all the damage that Pugs was about to take. Good thinking from Pugs right there. And then Pugs now has full ultimate. How the heck did Pugs get such good ultimate? And there's the stun. Good barrier by Cloney to stop all that stuff. Good Petrify. And it is going to be a very, very confusing battle here. Cloney just trying to work out what to do. You got the Chrono Flux and got Grimoire inside the Chrono Flux. People are starting to play Esmo quite well right now. Tries to get the stun off, but misses by a fraction of a second. And then suddenly Condemned on the right foot. Pugs being on second thoughts. There's a slice and dice. There's a counter, and it is such close. Double hook. It looks like Cloney managing to absorb all that damage. Jolts on 1 HP. Jolts on 1 HP. Condemned on everything but that. And it's going to be a support versus support battle. Oh boy. Let's just have good Petrify, and that just means that we have our good friend Time Llama managing to walk out. Nope, never mind. Oh dear. Dies in the poison, so it will be 1-1 in a very favourable draw. Jolt's getting the most damage, but Kearney getting the last laugh with that right click and ultimate. Just having a look at the Battlerite right now. Disruption, Warlock's Grip into Exhaust, that's pretty standard. Time Walker, Renew. Chaos is the only odd pickup. We're seeing most people trying to pick up the double barrier, but Chaos is fine too. Did see a few good Chaos explosions, just managing to get two in one as we get into round 3. Jolts just C cancelling, trying to bait out the shot, immaterialize. That's a pretty good move by. Oh geez, never mind. He's stuck in the middle and he is taking damage as Jolts manages to get a few good shots off. We do see Cloning on the back line trying to heal him up. Looks like actually Condemned didn't take that much chip damage. It's going to be instead Cloning in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's a Grimoire out doing mass damage. Condemned still hasn't taken that much off of his, let's just call it max health. Orb is up, pushed into the Chronoflux Orb. Will be taken by Jolts. There's the Purify, meaning that they can just completely focus onto this Lucy. Lucy has ultimate, but there's the crunch time. And Explosion, Lucy will explode into a million pieces. And it is Condemned versus everyone. It really depends on how well Condemned can peel these two players apart. Right now he's doing quite well, but was doing quite well. There's a root. Leaps in, well, counters in, but then is taking massive damage. That should be the ultimate. Just gets Petrify on top of him. Explosion, and that should be... Ooh, good jaunt, but that should be it for Shifu. It is 2-1 in favor of the Jolts team. Jolts and Pugs doing massive damage, especially Jolts. Jesus Christ, 8-1-3. Doing a lot of work out there. On the flip side, remember, this is a team that took down like Project Horizon, so shouldn't be that. Should be one of the easier matches for Bruce Lee. Yet they're starting to fail a little bit here and there. It might be the matchup, might be the fact that Esmo is just too easy mode. As we do get back underway, good stun onto our friend Condemned, trying to work out what to do as the double Grimoires start to take their toll. Cloney having the Panic Flask absorbed, or will be taken by Jolts and the Sand Llama. Good Petrify out, but just will completely land all the good spells onto Condemned, and that just takes him down to half health. Good stun onto the side, and then immediately it just a great wombo combo. As we do see Condemned getting on lower and lower HP. Orb will be taken by Condemned though, and that is a good Cloney ultimate. There's a... Jeez, that is good clarity to push him back in. Jolt's going lower now. And there's Condemned getting his ultimate back up, and that will do massive damage. Jolts managing to do the explosion, but the last little bit of ticket damage was blocked by the barrier and might have actually been outside of the circle entirely. Good grab of orb by Jolts. Jolts using his R to... sorry, he's not. His mouse click to absorb a little bit of health there. Barrier put back up onto Condemned. It's a very close fight between these two carries. Pugs and Clooney, on the other hand, are pretty high on health. Good roots, grab. And it's Clooney just walking back out to heal back up again on 3/4 health. And we are at sudden death as Condemned's just trying to chase around this map. That's a good ultimate, but that will be Sands of Time away. Pugs just on full health, but that's not what you really want. Orb will be taken. Whirling Blade, and there's the explosion. It materialized out of it, so Jolts won't be able to get that ultimate off. And the Circle of Death has come. One good Panic Bolt. One good Panic Flask. That'll hit it. That'll get Pugs out, but only 1 tick of damage. Pugs on seriously low HP. He will be leaped onto. Having to Here we go. That'll be explosion. Won't hit on anything, but will take the orb. Or did it actually? I think it taken by orb by the Condemned, and just on the brink of the circle about to fall. 2v2 is just going to be a very tight matchup here on this quarterfinal. And we're getting to the round 5, 5th Battlerite being picked up. 2-2 in both teams' favour. Just trying to work out what to pick up. Jolts has picked up his what I would probably call Arcane Energy. Maximum Energy is increased by 25, and Arcane Fire grants 1% bonus energy. Interesting. As we do get back underway, round 5. Jeez, Condemned just instantly getting really aggressive, trying to find any opening he can. Gets rooted. Double link up, great move there. And there is the Cone of Flux to try and make sure Cloney can't get this heals off on this very oddly placed Condemned. But Condemned's actually getting a little bit too much damage out. It's on Pugs. Good explosion will take the orb, but it won't do that much damage. That, and again, Lucy. Lucy just absolutely falls. And it will be Condemned versus the world here. As we see Pugs just try and work out what to do. Counter won't activate, but that'll be Whirling Blade. He does take the orb, but he is going to have to walk back for you health orbs. There's the explosion. Stuns into it, but it manages to immaterialize, but Sands of Time will kill him. 2-3. I do have to see how much Chaos Grip and pretty much all the damage is done by Arcane Fire, 84%. Chaos Grip doesn't even do that much. Just getting that good, just getting the good Grimoires out is just a great maneuver to make sure that nothing can get in your way. Oh, just on the, that must have been on the edge of that stun. Jolt's just darting around, and that means Lucia's on half HP already at the start of the round. We're going to have to get a little bit of watch here on Jolts, I think. As we get, here we go, counter. Won't activate much, does take the orb. There's a good root. Panic Flask to try and get the old deer away. Oh, just trying to land onto a moving around Condemned. Invincible Condemned is nothing to fear. Good C cancels by him, actually. Oh, misses the right click. And leaps in, trying to get Cloney. Barrier's put up, so he can't do much about that. Jolt's still on full HP as we go into the second minute on this. Ultimate ready. Leaps in. Just trying to find a good opening. Jeez, you can see him just trying to work out how to get around that corner. Ooh! Orb just stolen by Bruce Lee. Oh, Mac. There's a good route. And there's a Whirling Blade, but there's an ultimate ready. Looks like it will not land a stun though. Immaterialize. He should note that. And instead he's going to get caught in a sandwich. He will get the stun, but good roll out by Cloney. Let's have a look at the old air as he runs around. Actually, it will probably be better off looking at Condemned's playing ultimate ready on him. He's probably going to try and work out how to leap in and get a Whirling Blade off. Oh, he's stunned immediately. Oh, he decides to go off anyway. And there is a good crippling goo. Cloney managing to get it off. And it will be Jolts left alone. Oh, Panic Flask. He has to be very careful. Every time he says Panic Flask, misses the stun. It will, but there's another ultimate just picked up immediately, and you have to be careful here. A good ultimate here will get, or even a good Panic Flask could get a very bad reaction here. Cloning on really high HP. Jolts getting lower and lower, has to really focus on trying to focus on one, not the both. Using that healing M1. Cloney just using that crippling goo to its full advantage in that really tight space. 3v3. 3. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck? 1,050 arcane fire damage. Oh my gosh. This is quite close. And remember, this, like, Bruce Lee defeated Project Horizon in a pretty convincing 2v2 just last round. So to see them getting absolutely destroyed right now is quite amazing, honestly. This is literally, Bruce Lee is, if not the best team in Europe, they are second along with Project Horizon. Or will be taken by Clooney, getting that good stun out in cap. Just everyone on their A game here. They're not wanting to give an inch. Whirling Blade, he is a little bit slow and does have to fade with time out of it. Pretty good use of the ultimate there, actually. Not sure what the use of that Grimoire explosion was. Didn't hit on anything. Grimoire's up. Trying to get Clooney a little bit damaged. Arcane Barrier. Just jolts on this weird side tangent. And there's the heal. Trying to get as much heal. Oh, Eureka. And no, he doesn't have an escape. Jolt's just caught with his pants down. Unable to get out of the ring. Pugs, left alone, will have Condemned on him. This will be match point in favor of Bruce Lee. For possibly, I think this is almost the first time they've really had an advantage. So, 1 round to win for Bruce Lee, but we do have Jolts and Pugs on 2 rounds. They can get this back. Round 8. Just use C cancel. It's much easier. As we get back underway. Jolts trying to find a shot. Gets onto our good friend Condemned. Trying to find out a good way. But nobody really taking permanent damage right now. Condemned's dying to though. You need to heal him up, Clooney. Orb up. Absolute whiff by Jolts. Just missing. Very uncharacteristic. Usually on point. Jolts, full ultimate, and there's the explosion. Grimoire, blocked by the wall. Okay, sure, we'll take that. And there's the ultimate, but everyone jumps out. Pugs knows what he's doing. Whirling Blade, Jolts doesn't have an escape. Does now, but he's used immediately. Orb will be taken by the Bruce Lee side. Jolts, gotta play better. He's having to reverse time. Won't get the stun out on Condemned. Panic Flask. Oh boy. And that will be AZ mode down. The Elmo down. And that will be the game in favor of Bruce Lee. That is probably one of the closest matches we've seen today. Jolts doing great work on Esmo. And Pugs, of course, just brilliant healing. But unfortunately, it will be them falling out of this arena. Condemned and Clooney will make it to the semi-finals. We'll be right back with more ESL action.